Are we at 6?
Not yet.
Just let me know. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to the February 11th, 2026 Town Board meeting. Clerk, would you please read the roll call?
Sure. Councilman Migan?
Here.
Councilwoman Snow? Here. Councilwoman Pitt? Here. Councilman McCarthy?
Here.
Supervisor Giordano?
Here. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so acknowledgement of minutes. I have to abstain from December 10th because I wasn't on the board. I prepared them, so is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, I'll make a motion for January 7th to acknowledge the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 I'll make a motion for January 14th.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll make a motion for January 28th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, thank you. Public comment on agenda items? Okay. Seeing none, we're going to have a presentation by Wendell Weber, our Supervisor of Buildings and Grounds, regarding the Little League fields and storage for Little League. Thank you, Wendell.
Thank you. Good evening. We met with Nick from Little League, and we have a pretty big punch list to go over with taking care of some of the fields and some of the stuff they want. I had sent you guys an email with like 9 items that they want to do and 7 items that we would do in-house from like the Merle Fields. Their shed is in really bad condition, and all the stuff that's in the shed, so they want to get a dumpster and remove everything there. They're going to need permission for that, and they would like to get a shipping container, a metal one, probably 20 foot is what they were looking for. And instead of putting it right there next to the snack shack, they're going to put that at the far end of the parking lot, so it's not, right there, but that would be more contained. We have one at the park that we keep in the back, and we don't get mice in there or anything, so that's what's been killing some of their equipment and shirts and everything else. So that was a big thing. And then they want to put up a batting cage where that shed was there, which is perfect. It's nice and flat, out of the way. And then they would be taking the one down between the middle softball field, or it used to be the men's field, and the lower field, which is, it's, since it was built, it's been a little wonky. So, and then, they wanted to do some work on the upper field. They have a couple of parents that are contractors, and they were looking maybe to fix that bump in the field going into the outfield, which we did ourselves in-house. Jay Dickinson came over when he was working at Highway, and we got that all leveled at that time. But right now, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we're a little short-staffed, but which hopefully tonight we get another person on board, and so they were looking to get that done there, and some other little things like putting signs and numbering the fields, because when other teams come from other towns, like they go to the fields and they're not sure which ones to go to, and then they would be designated Dodge 1 and 2, and then Merle 1, 2, and 3. That way they also know if they're at the right place or not. So that was that, and also I guess George Apap had talked about donating to doing painting in the snack shack. Last year we got it reopened for them for the first time in a few years, and they want to paint it and get it a little more fixed up. So, which I told them that we'd have to get the insurance from, even if they have a person with an excavator and everything, before all that could be done. And then stuff the town would be doing is Some of the bottom fences are rolling up. We took care of 2 of them last year, the ones at Dodge, by home plate there by the backstop. We already ordered the fence toppers, that go along the edge of the fence, so if the kids run into it, it's because the fence is only 3 feet high, they don't get hurt. And they've already come in, so that we've already gotten them. And then that big sycamore up on the upper field, the branches are starting to hang over every couple of years. We try to cut the ones back that we can. And the lower field, it's the pine trees. Not only from the backstop, but from the outfield, because, they just keep growing, which is good, but they do get in the way a little bit. And then, as you guys know, there's the power at Dodge Field has been, since we had a tree fall and take down those wires in the pole, we haven't had power there for the last half of last year and this year. So we're thinking, to replace the pole, it's a lot of money and stuff, and we also have to upgrade the meter pan. So we would get permission from NICEAG to do it that way, and we were thinking about going underground to where it goes a couple of poles up, it goes underground over to the shed there, and then that's what supplies the power there. So we would be doing that ourselves in the spring. And then we'd be extending that Dodge parking lot a little more. We did it a few years where we put fill in there and then we put millings on top, because when they have 2 games going and, it's there's a lot of cars there and it's very crowded. So that, and then moving that topsoil that's in the Murrow field parking lot. We'd be using that on the field, so that was another thing. And they're looking to have opening day on April 25th. Around that time, we'll see with the snow, everything, if it's all gone. And then they're going to also try to do another movie night this year, like they did last year. It's usually a Friday night, and they do it on the middle field, and sometimes they rent bounce houses, or they did that for opening day last year and stuff. So, but I figured I want to get permission from you guys to do all the work and that. So.
So you're not asking for approval tonight? We give us time to think about it. I spoke with Sarah as to how we would be able to approve this, should we see fit to do that.
Right,
and
right.
So.
Yeah, so it could be done at the next meeting, yeah.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
it's
We'll have to
still
talk.
only March, but it will, things will be happening quick soon, so.
Yeah.
I'd be curious also about the legality of having,
Right, so we can discuss, but there are some
Okay.
flags that have been raised as you've been discussing it, but, I mean, I'm not gonna give an opinion on it now, but
Right.
there's
Okay.
some considerations that a government would have to,
Right.
take into account when approving something like that. Yeah.
Right, and I understand, I mean, and also they wanted to have somebody paint a mural on the snack shack, and I didn't know if, you guys wanted to approve that at a separate time, maybe get a drawing of what they're gonna put up there. I think they want to put up a softball player and a baseball player or something, like a picture, but, and do some stuff in Pawling colors, the black and orange, so.
Sounds great, but I
Yeah.
would like to see something before they do it.
Right, okay, perfect. All right, thank you.
so
Thank
will
you,
we,
Wendell.
will we see all of that stuff in writing, or we're just gonna, like your whole list, not necessarily the things that you would have to do, but
Right.
everything that
I sent you guys an email with it
You
all.
already got it.
stra-
I sent you
Go.
an email.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has
Has
the 9 items that they want to do and the 7 items that we would do, and, yeah.
So I'll just say right now that there is additional information that the board would need, like limits of disturbance,
Right,
things
right.
like that when they do the environmental review for the approval.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I have another quick question regarding donations. Didn't we go through a time where we discussed donations and forms that needed to be filled out?
Yes.
Remember this?
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know, what I don't remember the technical term, was it in-kind donation or
Yes,
something like that?
That's what it is, yeah.
Where anybody that was gonna donate something, they'd have to,
I believe there's a form, isn't there?
Yep.
yeah, I
That they have to
believe
fill
so.
out?
Who had the form?
I think we did. I
Well, we spoke
Well, I
about
don't.
creating one, I think.
think we did, but maybe,
Okay.
yeah.
So-
All right, we'll
Sarah can
follow
check
up on
that.
that.
Yeah. And Wendell, just the shipping container, there's no restrictions from Parks and Rec. I know you have the one at Lakeside, but
Right,
if we were to
right.
put one at that other park, is there no problems with that, no restrictions?
No, because we're not near, we're nowhere near the road or anything else, or the border of the property or anything, so it's in a good spot, and they want to put it back there until, if they get one, they don't know what color it would come in, so maybe they would paint it green or something, or black and orange, the Pawling colors or something at another time, but
Yeah.
right now, they just want to get that so they can store the stuff there, so.
I think like the supervisor said, I think all that needs to come in front of the board before they start painting.
Right,
think
yeah,
so.
different colors or
Different colors
anything
and
else, yeah,
things.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
maybe,
Do you
yeah,
know if Nancy had that form, the in-kind form?
I can't remember.
Well,
But
I
we
can
can-
ask her. I'll
Yeah.
ask her.
all right. And I mean, even if you guys want to approve like, the stuff, the stuff that we're gonna do, we, usually, we can do that, but, like, different things at different times, but, however you want to do it, whatever you can do without having a restriction now, and then put in that, well, we're okay with you doing it, but we need to see what you're gonna do first with different things.
Correct.
All right, that sounds like a plan. Any other questions for that?
I don't have any. Anybody else?
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right, perfect, thanks.
Thanks, Wendell.
You, Wendell.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is resolutions. Okay, so 2026-47 is payment of bills. I'll make a motion for that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
55 is establishing a pay scale for Recreation Department in the town of Pawling. Loretta has worked with Ian on this for quite a time, and they've come up with this chart of all the wages for the Recreation Department staff. I'll make a motion for that.
Second?
Second for discussion, actually.
Yep.
Just one quick question, and I'm just noticing this now. It says, "or to be employed by." Do we know which ones on here are to be employed by, which would be future hires, by chance?
I don't know which ones are already working for us and which titles are not, so I think it's a generality. There can be many different people in any of these
Have there been any,
titles.
have there been any new hires over there recently within the past month, within the past that we know of?
You have them on the agenda. You have the one, Jeremy,
Just Jeremy, nothing.
as far as I know,
For rec, right?
as far as I
That's
know.
all I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw Loretta today because I wanted to go over this list, and some were vacant. She wasn't sure if they were going to be filled or not. They may be filled to another position on this list. Do you have any particular questions that,
No, I guess, are they seasonal vacancies, I suppose?
no, not everything on here. There's a senior program supervisors. I think that's all year. A lot of these are summer, including the park assistant, who she said she thought would be a gatekeeper, to let people in and out. Camp director is,
Right, so we've had those ones in the past, right? I'm curious to know which ones are the new prospective hires that are on this list?
I'm not sure of that. She had said, she had given me the, about 6 or 7 of these that are regular positions. I think she just went
Okay.
through the list that was there.
All right, that's fine, thank you.
Like, she has one, a camp inclusion specialist, that's just a little bit different than a camp counselor with more of a specialty item. So I'm not, these will, like you said, I think a lot of these will be over the summer. And then there's some that are not. I asked her about the $14.50 here, camp counselor. And apparently in New York State, we can pay anything. But we want to be competitive, so we need kids to work at the camp.
Correct.
They can go work somewhere else for $15 an hour, so it's got to be competitive.
Well, remember, she went over this whole thing with Ian for a long
Yeah,
time.
no, I get it.
And, these are his recommendations too, so. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
56 is appointment of the deputy town clerk. I'll make that motion happily.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
57, this is a maintenance worker for the Buildings and Grounds Department. I'll make that motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And 58 is the Recreation Club Assistant for the Rec Department. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. I just had a few things. Again, the tax collector's message about postmarks. The postmark date determines whether a tax payment meets the deadline. You have to have your postmark from the post office on your tax bill for it to be accepted as the official postmark. I just wanted to announce too that NYSEG, it will be trimming trees. So when you see them, that's what they're doing. They're keeping the lines clear for 10 feet around the lines. Also, NYSEG is having two informational meetings, one on the 17th of February at the Carmel Town Hall and one on the 24th of February at the Bedford Town Hall. Our new assessor, Seth Plosky, will be in his office from 8 to 12 on Saturdays and 5 to 8 on Wednesdays, so if anybody has any business they'd like to discuss with him, they could either call him or visit him. That's all I have. Councilman Migan?
Sure. I was just gonna mention the NICEAG meetings as well, because the bills are going through the roof, and they're giving us an opportunity. I remember a couple years ago in Beekman, they had one. The only other thing is, we're in, Kathy, or Supervisor, you had sent out an email about labor attorney.
Yep,
And I spoke to Sarah, and I spoke to Ian, actually.
yep.
And Sarah's recommendation was to make up, she had a list of people that she's used over the years, her firm, that she could give us, and we can reach out to them for proposals. And Ian also said that as well.
Okay.
So I can work directly, I'll get in contact with both.
We just have to make sure they're apples to apples for what they're offering us.
That was it. Thank you.
Councilwoman Snow?
Just one thing, just to follow up with us possibly coming up with the schedule maybe for our workshop meetings. I'm just thinking like maybe seeing when Loretta could come, since there are questions about the rec, and it would give an opportunity for people to just see who she is.
We can schedule that, yeah.
I'd be happy to help with just coming up with the schedule, that we could have different departments come, if that's something that would be okay.
Okay,
All right, great. That's all I have. Thank you.
that's it. Councilwoman Pitt?
Just to piggyback off what Councilwoman Snow just said about the department updates, like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I think like Q1 is usually March, late March to early April, Q2 late June to early July, Q3 late September, early October, and Q4 is really, I believe, later December into early January as far as scheduling, if you wanted to do it quarterly, with the department heads. I was curious, and I'll put this in an email as well to everybody, regarding, do we have any updates on Trempson by chance?
I could speak to that. Well, right now, they're on the 78 with regard to the granting of the site plan. That is in settlement negotiations. The 78 regarding the rescission of the site plan, it might also be settled if there's a global settlement. However, there is an answer due from the town on that at the end of the month. And then there's several building code violations that are still outstanding.
Thank you for that. Also, in addition, let's see, I was, just signing vouchers. Each of us sign the voucher for Empress every month, our biggest bill that we have for our township, right, over $47,000. Now, we are coming up to discussions, right, for another 5-year block or extending our contract with Empress. When it's time to have those conversations, I would enjoy being part of that, and discussing, other options that we have, maybe working a crew, specific to the town of Pawling, and, not necessarily through Empress, funded by the fire district, partially, so I just feel that this is, it's just something coming down the pike, and we know about it, and we should do our best to really start formulating those conversations now. And I know we've been saying that for a while, so we could work together
Well, we
to
have.
get that
Also,
done.
I was at the Dutchess County Mayor and Supervisors meeting last week. They talked about a meeting they had with the county regarding ambulance service. The governor has required that all counties come up with a plan by June 19th of this year. They also believe that within 2 years, the governor will require the counties to do something, have some plan for ambulance service. At that time, they didn't feel that it would be an actual ambulance service, but could be something like a donation to the counties. But it's all up in the air, but the governor does have these deadlines now, so something could possibly happen.
Okay, well, anything would help, that's for
Yes,
sure.
agree. Well, that wouldn't be, and it would also not be, each town would be different because, for instance, we pay full, most other towns don't do that. So I don't know how they would, even out that donation, should it go that way.
Okay. Also, on the 18th, right, that's our public hearing on the sewer rates,
Correct.
right? And is there gonna be anything else discussed during that?
No,
public
the
meeting?
18th is the public hearing, that's the special meeting for the Community Development Block Grant. The public hearing for the Sewer Commission fees is on the 3rd of March, or the 4th of March, the 4th of March. And yes, those fees will be posted on the website for all to see. Anybody who wants to check their particular parcel, they'll be able to do that.
All right, so the public hearing for sewer is during our regular meeting?
Correct.
Okay. Also on the website are Seth's hours, if we could put those on the site
Yes, I
too.
already
You
have a
did
note for that,
That'd be
yep.
helpful. Also mentioned in last meeting regarding our past assessor, Mr. Taft, he did not do any appraisals in the town of Pawling.
No, he did them for the town of Pawling, not in the town of Pawling.
Right, okay.
Right.
And it would be my suggestion, and I understand this is probably, makes Cheryl's life a little more tedious, and I don't know if there's a way that we can, decide which rezos that we do a roll call vote for, if it has to be uniform, for each resolution that we go through. I understand that some of our resolutions are, similar month to month, but I would prefer, a roll call vote for our resolutions. I don't know how the rest of the board feels about that, but, and that's it for me for this evening. Thank you.
Councilman McCarthy?
Two quick things. One, when we do get to the point where we're selling transfer station stickers, I think we need, as the board, to reevaluate the reduction in the cost for, I believe it's July 1st. We gave a reduced rate, and I don't know if we're still on track for March to start selling. So I don't know if that's something we want to reconsider.
Want to raise it, lower it?
No, I'm just wondering if we even want to, if we want to offer that this year, since we're not selling them till March, April. It's something to think about.
Something for
mean-
the board to decide.
Correct.
The board had decided to do that half-price one mid-year, so.
Right, but that's when we started selling them in December and January. So the question would be is, would people now wait? I don't know.
What would be your recommendation?
I possibly would suspend it maybe this year. My suggestion maybe, but.
And
you
just
could-
let everybody.
Or change
pay?
it till, September, or something, maybe reduce it September or something. But I think we should just consider that. I don't know how many we sold at half price, or reduced rate, excuse me.
I don't
last
have
year,
any of that
so-
information, neither does the clerk, so.
Yeah, I mean, I know
We
Stephanie
don't
can
know.
get that for us, but, or forward it to the clerk. The other thing is the information that the comptroller has asked numerous times for the sewer district to Route 22 South. I know, I did send an email to the full board. I know, I believe, Sarah, you and Nancy were speaking regarding the paperwork that she needed, and
We
Nancy was going to talk to.
provided Nancy with everything she needed last week, all certified documents.
Do we know if Nancy sent any? Because I haven't seen, I
don't
asked
know.
her to copy in the full
I can't speak for
board.
Nancy. I know she requested.
Did you receive anything that she sent to the comptroller? A copy of it that was sent?
I don't know why I would be copied, but
Well, as a supervisor, I would think you should have at least been copied, if not the full
I didn't-
board.
I have not seen a copy, no. But we did provide her with all of the certified resolutions that she asked for. She came and you hand-delivered them to her, Cheryl?
Okay. So then I guess I'll try and, if you would like me to, I'll follow up on Nancy to see, because as of Friday, the comptroller had received nothing yet.
So this has been going on for a while. This is from last
Years.
year, right?
Yeah, yes. We are nowhere closer to forming the district, to having the comptroller okay the district than we were when we actually passed the resolution to form the district. So it has been sitting in Albany, waiting for information from our attorney for months and months and months. And,
Jim, if you reach out to Nancy, could you let us know? what
I
the
will, I mean,
status of it?
I've kept you, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I asked her, and I think if you noticed the email I sent to Nancy, I
Yeah.
asked her to please copy us all in,
Yes.
all of us. And,
I did follow up with the one you asked me to, and then she did respond. She asked us for a number of different documents, which we provided
Correct.
her.
so you've given that to her. Okay. I will follow up with Nancy to the full board and ask her to reply to all of us. And ask her to please copy us in, and Ron. Okay, and we'll just go from there. If not, then,
Heard anything, Sarah, about this?
Nancy has not reached out to me directly. I'm happy to follow up as well.
okay.
And obviously, if something
Thank you.
needs to be done, I can take that over.
And that's all I had.
Okay. The next thing is public comment on, anybody wanting to comment? Okay, then I guess we're ready to adjourn. I'll make the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Everyone?